Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, no, seriously. I'm about to do this. All right. So, it's been a long time, okay? Life has been happening. I just haven't had time. I'm just like, I've been so flustered. I've literally been so flustered. So there's so much to update y'all on, okay? Where should I start? First of all, I'm really trying to be more consistent. I feel like, in life, things just come out of the woodwork. And you have to literally tackle those things right then and there. So that's literally what I've been doing. I feel like up until 4 months ago, there's just been so many things popping up, coming out of nowhere. And I've literally had to almost stop everything just to handle them. So I guess the question is, how have I been handling, all these different challenges and events that's been going on and things like that? And it's been a lot, but that's why we're here. I'm here documenting. What have I been doing? How have I been managing, and where I'm at today? So as y'all can see, it's just me again. Hubby's working, duty calls, and you get this beautiful face. But as I said earlier in the video, I've been extremely busy and occupied with life, like we all have been. And so I'm just gonna share how, what's been going on, how I've been managing. First, I'm like this person who's anal about personal time. Like, I just have to have a whole day or, ample amount of time to kind of decompress, recharge, and then deal with other individuals. So like I said, with just life happening and then, family relations needing to be had and different things like that, transitioning through relationships and kind of trying to figure out how to maneuver in this new season, it's really been mentally exhausting. Seriously, mentally exhausting, just draining and demanding, highly demanding. And so for me, I'm having to kind of get out of myself and just realize the greater purpose. And it's always going to be serving other people, and that's honestly something that I struggle with, when it comes down to stepping away from my personal time to be there for someone else, and not just for the moment, the entirety of the situation, not just for that moment, but during that moment and after that moment, and just kind of have to sacrifice my personal time. So that's been an honest struggle, with me, and highly demanding. But I like to say, once you realize, I want to say, weakness, that's great, because you get to work on it and find a plan and execute it. And that's my whole motto, figure out a plan, get it done, and on to the next plan. And that's kind of the way I maneuver. So that's been very high demand. Relationships as well. I don't know what this season has been, but it's like my longevity friendships has, we've been in the season to where we've kind of had to evaluate, where we are and where we're going. And personally, I like that season because I feel like I'm someone who consistently does that anyways, right? I'm always like, okay, you're in my life. Why are you here? Where are we going? And let's figure it out. On top of that, I feel that I have that strong discernment And so when something comes up, you know, I need that solitude moment to kind of figure it out and just kind of even sit back sometimes in the moment and kind of assess the situation. But I say that to say that all relationships I'm connected to, I take the time to pour into them and open my heart fully. And so that's been emotionally like it's been an emotional roller coaster with that, because I'm like, you know, we're traveling through this new season, and where are we going? Where's the destination? You know, things like that. And it's been a situation. So I didn't share before, but I literally just quit my job, you know, as a preschool teacher, in which I love the kids so much, and I've always had this desire to just make this imprint on children. And they're just always super vulnerable. And I just always had the heart to just deal with those particular age groups. And I love all children, don't get me wrong. And yeah, so that's a situation that happened about 5 months ago. And it was kind of like I was in this season, and I just knew that I had to do something different. And it wasn't about financials. It wasn't, you know, it was more so about I just have to do more, and I wasn't able to reach a lot of people how I felt that I needed to, you know, in that moment, or not even in that moment, just in general. Like, again, I'm this person where I know when time's up and I know when it's time to move on, and I just had to do something. And, you know, I exhausted all the options and looked for different avenues to kind of see, okay, well, I'm here. I love children. I love families, and I love to help. And how can I do all that at the same time and still, you know, feel like fulfilled? And sorry I had to take that call, but what was I saying? Seasons, transitions, avenues. Okay, so all right, so work. So 5 months ago, I actually quit my job, and that was a huge leap of faith. But I kind of had the whole nudge that, okay, Jessica, it's almost time. It's almost quit o'clock. No, but seriously, so I'm this person where I don't move unless I feel moved to move. And I knew that season where I was at, it was definitely about to be a whole nother transition. It's something that, you know, I would have to kind of buckle down, get my feet in the ground, and you know, get focused and make things happen. And so with that, it was a day, and I was already thinking about it to myself, and, you know, praying on it and journaling and talking to my husband about it, about, babe, like this, you know, I feel like I have to do something else. There's something great I'm supposed to be doing now. And, you know, so that was a conversation for like a whole month. And I remember this one day I went inside the lounge, and I'm just like, babe, this is the day. And I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and resign from my position as a preschool teacher and just, you know, take a different path in helping people. And I remember that day so vividly because it was something that I'm never gonna forget. So Sidarius was, you know, on the phone, and he's just like, well, have you prayed about it? And I'm like, sir, I just said, no, I'm joking. But yes, I prayed about it, and I'm at peace with it. And, you know, now I'm talking to you about it. So, you know, here we are. And he said, well, let me pray about it, and we're going to talk about it once you get home. So that's exactly what we did. And I wrote up that notice, I resigned, and I was home for 3 months. So that was relieving and also tough at the same time, because one of our struggle points in the beginning of marriage was my independence. And I just never had to depend on anyone financially or just, you know, emotionally, or just none of those ways that were so significant during that time. And I literally had to do that. And Sedarius was so great at reassuring me that, you know, he got it, things are fine. And we save y'all. We've always saved since the beginning of our marriage, and independently and together. And so we were good, but I was home, he was going to work, and I just clean, organized. I had so much time that I wasn't using. And so you're like mentally and physically on this time frame, like 8 to 5, you know, fixing dinner, going to work, preparing for the evening, you know, all these things. And then you just, boom, have all this free time. And it's like, okay, so what I'm going to do today type of thing. So that was me. And then I was applying for jobs. I knew that my end destination would be somewhere in social work. And so I took up a certification. This was while I was working at the preschool. I had took up a certification. Once that ended, I was still at the preschool. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit. Welcome to Story Time with Jessica. This is literally what I do. Sorry. So once that certification, so once that ended, I was still working at the preschool. 2 months later, that's when I resigned. And I had been applying to work for different, surrounding counties. And the process took a while, but 3 months later, I was in. After going through the process, I was finally in, and here I am today. And honestly, this is exactly where I knew I was supposed to be during the season. And I'm really happy. I'm really grateful. And again, I can always count on God to literally nudge me, make me uncomfortable, and just get me moving. And literally, that's exactly what happened. I literally moved out on faith, as you know I always do. And I just thank God for wisdom, because wisdom was a huge role in that transition. And it's always been like loud to me, you know, not making decisions off of emotion and, you know, a rocky situation, but just being wise in a situation, always choosing up. And that was that. And so, yeah, that's also something I've been, enduring, going through, trying to figure out my new career and new job task and how to maneuver there. What else? There's another situation I can't wait to share. Well, wait for Sedarius. That's going to be a whole nother video. And it's probably going to be, another couple months for that video, because that's a really special video that I want to document and share and have and just... But yeah, let me check this cake. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Y'all, so I'm making a pineapple cake. I've never made, not a pineapple. It has pineapples in it. I don't know what you call it, but it's not an upside down cake, but it's something. So I've never made this before. I was missing like so many ingredients, not so many, but I was missing oil. So I literally just use butter, and I hope it works. Okay. Second. Oh, girl, it's done. It's literally done. I hope this is everything. It tastes amazing. So we're going to just let that cool off, and hopefully it tastes really good. Though I was missing one ingredient, but girl, it's okay. My friend said, Jessica, just add some butter to it and it'll be fine. Like melted butter instead of oil for a cake. I don't know how that works, but my friend, she bakes. Well, she doesn't bake a lot, but she bakes here and there, and she literally just made a cake for her daughter for her 2nd birthday. Happy birthday, Zuri. I love that baby so much. But I'm gonna trust her because she bakes more than I do. So yeah. Yeah, other than that, getting ready for the trip to the Bahamas in December. Hopefully they don't shut down the island and we're able to still travel there and visit our family and go with special couples and just do our thing there. So that's something else we're planning for. Yeah, y'all, those are my updates. Oh, so before I end this video, I almost forgot, how have I been managing how have I been managing this season and all these changes? Literally, y'all, I've been praying, I've been reading my Bible. I don't know if I shared before, but the Bible is something super dear and near, and it is definitely living. Y'all, I literally have been silent. I've been talking to people who are super dear to me, and I've been praying a lot. I've been journaling. I've been just speaking to my mentor and just, you know, trying to stay quiet and remain in a quiet place so I can, you know, be intentional with my time, be intentional with my wording and who I speak with, and things like that. And so that's literally it. I haven't read as much as I've really been wanting to, but I've been listening to podcasts as well, like spiritual healing podcast and you know, things like that. Yeah, so those are my updates. That's how I've been managing, and I can't wait to I cannot talk. Oh my goodness. But I cannot wait to update y'all soon, prayerfully, hopefully, faithfully, with this update that I'm so burning to share. And in that update, I'm not going to do it by myself. Sirius is going to be here to share with me. So y'all, I'm just coming by to let y'all know I'm still here. I'm warming up still, but I still have things to talk about, to share, and thanks for watching. I'm about to go eat this cake. Hopefully it's good. Listen, butter and cake, I never heard of that, but I'm gonna try it out because I didn't have any oil. So I'm gonna try it out and hopefully it's good. I don't know, but bye guys.